Welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician. Today we're going to be going into the Amazon tool deals for the week. These are either going to be tools that are on sale, tools that even at their full price or list price I believe to be good deals, or items I find interesting and would like your guys' input on if you guys have used them. So the first one up, we're looking at the Workbench Helping Hands, and I have one almost identical to this. Now this one is a little bit more expensive at $50. It has 4.4 stars at 14 ratings, and this one is made in the USA. This is called their Standard in the black. They have a Pro black version, but it's got a little bit different shape to it. And then they also have the Pro Yellow, which is also made in the USA, and they're all the same price. All $49 or $50. This is a huge upgrade from like the just generic helping hands that you would find at like Harbor Freight or many other stores, which if you only do soldering every maybe once a couple years or something, then yeah, they'll get you by. I always felt those weren't stable. They just didn't work well for me. I do quite a bit of wiring and soldering, but I've recently moved on to those soldering butt connectors, which make things extremely easy depending on what you're doing. Now, this is not the one I went with. Same design with the flexible arms with the alligator clips, and they have magnetic bases so you can move these arms wherever you want on that metal platform and hold wires wherever you want. And then it does have rubber feet on the bottom to prevent this plate from moving around on you. Manufactured in Charleston, South Carolina. So here's the one that I actually have, and there are many different brands out there that sell basically the same product. This one is $30, and same exact thing, magnetic base. You can get them where they actually have holes on this metal platform. They're a little bit cheaper, and you actually screw these arms into certain locations on the platform. I like to be able to move the arms wherever I want though, or just simply remove them and not have to worry about unscrewing them or anything like that. And you can get them with multiple different arms, multiple different sizes, but this one has 4.7 stars at 2080 ratings at $30. So I think this is a really good option if you're looking for something a little bit better than your generic design. Also keep in mind that there are many others to select from, but if you're not looking at spending the $50 for the nice USA made one, there are a little bit cheaper options out there. But I just randomly came across this one a few days ago and figured I'd mention it just because I hadn't seen a USA made one on here before. So while this isn't cheap, if you do a lot of soldering, this could definitely be something that makes your day a lot easier. Next up, we're looking at the Channellock 2-piece demolition driver set. And I want to say within the last 2 years or so, Channellock has released their new kind of handle designs on their picks and screwdrivers and things like that. And I like the overall design, the shape of it, and this being the demolition pair, it does have the striking cap on the back. Again, these are made in the USA. Got the go-through steel blade with the steel end cap. You got a 1/4-inch drive here, so if you need to apply torque to a fastener, you can, instead of having like the hex bolster, you have the 1/4-inch drive available on the striking cap. And then this is the Phillips number 2, and then you also get the 1/4-inch slotted. It looks like the shaft is also square, so if you had to, you could also apply a wrench to that. But this being at just under $27, it's just over $13 per, which isn't bad for a demolition pair of screwdrivers, especially being made in the USA. And Channellock, while I don't have any of their screwdrivers, I do have a lot of their pliers, and just not only are they made in the USA, but they're just a good price for what you're getting. And I think this is another good option, and I kind of like their new handle design. I like their previous handle design, but I've heard really good things about this, and it has 4.6 stars at 43 ratings on this demolition set. Next up, we're looking at the Gearwrench 10-piece 10mm socket set. This is at $25, down from a list price of $42. Don't ever buy it at the $42. Gearwrench was probably one of the first ones to come out with one of these 10mm socket sets, and while a lot of people joke around about always losing the 10mm socket, it is very common to lose. And yes, sometimes people, blow it out of proportion with the memes and GIFs and stuff. But having this assortment of 10mm is actually extremely handy. I've had mine for, I don't know, probably going on 7 years now. and have thoroughly enjoyed having it. So this one with the Gearwrench set, you get 1/4 inch and 3/8 drive. In the 1/4 inch, you're going to get a magnetic impact socket, a shallow, mid-length, deep well, as well as a universal 10mm socket. And then the exact same thing in 3/8 drive. Now there are many other brands that are starting to produce these 10mm and 13mm socket sets, or socket rails, but the variety or what you get on the rail it varies a little bit. Some of them will include 1/2 inch drive, some of them won't include a magnetic impact socket, some of them they just vary a little bit, and I like what they offer here, and I think at $25 it's a good deal. I wouldn't never spend over $30 for this set, just because nowadays there are so many other brands out there selling very, very similar products, if not the same product, for a very affordable price. So like here, Gearwrench has the 8mm set for $20, which is just the 1/4 inch drive, the 5 sockets. Here's the 12mm set for $30. But like I stated just a minute ago, there are many other brands now offering very similar sets. Like here's a Titan set, which is 1/4 inch and 3/8. You can see it varies a little bit here. You don't get the mid-length chrome. You get a deep well impact and a shallow impact, and then the same thing for chrome, and then a chrome universal socket. And then the mixed power, what you see over here, it looks like you're getting the exact same thing as what you would with the Gearwrench. You got magnetic impact, shallow, mid-length, deep well, as well as the universal, and this one's at $20. Don't ever pay over like $30 for this Gearwrench set. I own it, I really enjoy it, never had an issue with any of them, and I think it's a good product, especially if you use that size a lot. I get it, it's not for everyone, but I've had good experiences with it. So at this price, I think it's a good deal. This one has 4.8 stars at 899 ratings. Last up is a Vim product, and Vim has really been pushing out some new tools over the last year and a half, and the only downside to that is they take quite a while to show up on Amazon. I can find them a lot of other places, but they've been slowly working their way onto the Amazon website, and I like a lot of what Vim has to offer, but I do believe that some of their products are overpriced for what they are. They are good quality, but it falls into a quality range of many other brands, and when you compare it to those other brands, their pricing is a little bit higher. Now, I will say that Vim has quite a bit of one-off, kind of their own design. It's not just the same generic design as all these other brands. So I do like kind of the unique spin that they put on some of their tools and some of the things that they offer that other brands don't offer. And this is their slim angled ratcheting wrench set. It's a 10-piece metric for $156. So not cheap. It does come in EVA foam, but I like the design here. I like the angle that they got on it, both on the open end and the ratcheting end. There, if I get my dumb body out of the way, you can see it. You can see the slight angle that the ratcheting end is sitting at. Unfortunately, this has no reviews, and there are no other images on Amazon of this set, but you get 10 through 19 with no skips, so it is a full set, a nice complete set, and I like the design of it. Looks like they removed some material. It's still going to be a strong wrench. It's going to be lighter, thinner, and overall I like the angles that they have them sitting at, but it does come at a price of basically $157, so a little bit higher than a lot of the others. It is a 72 tooth. I don't know who wrote this description, but 72 ratcheting wrenches. Pretty sure it meant 72 tooth ratcheting wrenches. It doesn't state the angle that it's at. This product doesn't have a whole lot of information on here. Doesn't state where it was made, but I just thought it was a very appealing product. So I get where weekend warriors and DIYers might not be interested in a wrench set of this size for this price. I still think there are going to be quite a few people interested in this set, and I think it would sell really, really well if the price was a little bit friendlier, but I don't think it's terribly priced. There are many brands like Milwaukee that have quite high prices on their ratcheting wrenches, but please let me know your guys' thoughts. Do you guys have much experience with Vim tools? Do you have experience with some of their new tools like this? And if so, please let me know down in the comments. Other than that, all of these products will be linked down in the description for you guys, all with their own independent link. And then I'll have 2 additional links that says tools and tools continued. Those 2 links are going to take you to a long list of tools that I've went over in the past. So it's all there for you guys. If you guys enjoyed, please make sure to smash that thumbs up. And as always, if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.